Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Parker. Medu is out there with Satoransky, and it's Vesely in at the 5. It's picked off. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Pass to Calathes. Back to James. Clock at 6. They set the screen. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Medu. For 3. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Calathes. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Pass to Vesely. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. They grab their own miss. There's Wasengame. Parker with the steal. Pass to Satoransky. Three-pointer. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for you.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now here's James. Defense is right there. And they get it. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Korkmaz, covered by Parker. With the shot. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
Remaining the first 2 minutes.
James defending. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Parker.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Wasengame. There's the pick. Here's Calathes. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. That shot is off. Now here's Satoransky. He has 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. 1:04 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Korkmaz. It's a 5-point game. From downtown, his second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Now James. From past the arc. Papagiannis passes to Blossingham. Coathis kicks to James. Shot clock at 5. Good. Great play by Coathis to set it up. James has got 5.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot off.
Shoots a fader. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Blossingham. The 3. Setoransky grabs the miss. Here's Parker with the 3. That one's not going to go. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up by 3. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Brown out there with Diallo. And it's a Kobo in at the shooting guard. Hernan Gomez out there with Fall. And there's Anderson. And it's Lapro Vitola in at the 1 spot.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Aprinas. Out to the right wing. Anderson passes to Lapro Vitola. Jacks up a 3, and it's blocked. Here's a Kobo. Brown outside. Takes the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Pass to Aprinas. From deep 3-point territory. From beyond the arc and then some. He has 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
There's a screen by Modi Yunus. A Kobo. That's good.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Lapro Vitola. From the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lapro Vitola's got his first 3 points of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kobo's got 6.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Aprinas, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Lapro Vitola. Hernan Gomez, a screen. Beyond the arc. The shot's good from Lapro Vitola.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Launches a 3. And it's a Kobo missing. Here's Fall. Scoreless thus far. Here's Aprinas. And Anderson has it in the corner. Good on the triple.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Diallo against Anderson. Crafty move. It's hauled in by Lapro Vitola.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Anderson passes to Fall. Back to Anderson. From deep. Buries it from three-point range. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Akobo, that's good. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Here's Abrinas. He's got 6. No one covering. Abrinas has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Diallo kicks to Brown. Pass to Okobo. A special move before the shot. Okobo's got 11.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
35 seconds left here in the second. Abrinas' shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Yunus. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Anderson. No good on that one. Brown the pass to Okobo. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half. That is more than enough of us.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Blossingame. And it's Kalathis in at the point. The shot's good. And the home team has possession. They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. And it's Vesely in at center. Kalathis passes to Papagiannis. No good on his first attempt of the game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Korkmaz is out there with Blossingame. Then it's James. And it's Kalathis in at the point guard position.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
We've got Satoransky. Metu is out there with Parker. And it's Vesely in at the center, locking down the middle.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Here's Satoransky. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Korkmaz drills the 3-pointer. Korkmaz has got 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Stolen by Satoransky. Here's the 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
No problem knocking that one down.
Well, so many bigs excel from 3-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Parker outside, unable to get that one.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
James, no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And Parker with the basket on the assist by Vesely.
3 points.
9 points for Parker.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Count that bucket. James has got his third basket of the night right there. James has gone 3 for 7 tonight. James covering. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Calathes kicks to Korkmaz. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. James, that's a two-pointer. James with another miss. James has got 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to James. From outside the arc. Korkmaz, no good. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
James way outside. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Calathes. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Papagiannis. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up. Papagiannis has got 6. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Parker up top. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Calathes. Satoransky covering. Pass to Blasingame. Here's Calathes. And here's James outside. The three-pointer is right on target. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
They get a hand on it. Here's Calathes. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Offline with his 3. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. They're up by 8. And we'll have the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Diallo. He's out there with Brown. And it's Maniunas in at the center position. Abrinas the pass to Fall. Anderson kicks to Hernan Gomez. Back to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Drills it from outside.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Akobo. That's good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Clock at 4. The screen from Brown. And it's Akobo missing. One-on-one fast break. Anderson wide open. Off target from outside. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Anderson outside. Pass to Laprovitola.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot from the top of the key. Abrinas' shot is off.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's a Kobo. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Ron Gomez with a screen on Diallo. Pass to Laprovitola. Let's go. And the jumper is on the mark.
The assist. Anderson.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's a Kobo. And the three ball is good. Kobo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Abrinas. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Abrinas has gone 4 of 10 here, has 6 misses. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
Fires the three. Hits the three-point five.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Here's a Kobo. Misses the three.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Abrinas the pass to fall. Fires from deep. Abrinas with the bucket.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Diallo against Anderson. Shot good by Diallo.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
The screen from Brown. Lets it go from the wing, and he swishes it right through. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Laprovitola. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. Matiunas grabs the miss. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one...
Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Tipped away. Pass to Korkmaz. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. To the wing on the left. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They've still got a solid hold on that third spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they still go out and play hard every night. Unfortunately, it's one step forward and one step back. And they just don't have much time left.
Inside, poke loose. 5 on the clock. 4-3. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Pass to De Silva from downtown. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
First personal foul. First team foul.
James up top. Here's Calathes. Shot from the wing. No luck on that one.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Pass to James. Fade away. De Silva with the rebound.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. And they're pushing it up. Misses from short range.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Can't hit the corner three.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. The three is up. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 6.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And here's James. And there's the screen. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's the three. And the ball goes out of play. Unable to keep it in. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
From behind the arc. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Off target with the three.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Stripped it away. And here's the fast break. Misses the three.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Here's Calathis. Jacks up a three. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter here. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. They lead by 6. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Akobo. They grab their own miss. Pass to Diallo. Brown with a screen. 6 to shoot to the paint. Diallo outside. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
They get it back. Goes back up. To the inside. Brown against Booker. There's the three. And Brown gets the 3. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's a screen. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
3-pointer. Pass to Diallo to the left side wing. Out left to the wing. Stolen. Here's the break. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Here's Mata-Yunus. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Clock at 6. Here's Akobo. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Wide open look. And it's in there. 5 points in the game.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Here's Diallo. Oh, wow!
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Connects from downtown.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. 1:51 left in the second. And there's a pick. Here's a Kobo. 4 on the clock. Brown with a screen. Takes the 3. Pass to Diallo. Launches it. Not going to go that time. Diallo's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. And they're on the break. Stolen by Booker. It's 2-on-1. They get the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by Brown. 1:03 left in the second quarter. For 3, Diallo. Counted. 2 for 4 from the field now. 56 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Picked his pocket. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Makobo. And the deficit down inside single digits. He's got 5. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the first half now in the books. Up 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Good evening, everybody. Can you get... Guys, I heard that some of our production crew has been ranking us behind our backs.
I gotta be #1.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the visiting team.
I've got to admit.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Calathis. They set the pick. Off the mark there with a 3. Calathis has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. It's all from three-point range. It's a one-on-one situation. Cuts off the pass. Here's the break. From deep. Pure from three-point range.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
From the arc. He's off on that one. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Knocks down the triple. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
And it's James with the jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's De Silva. On target from range. De Silva's got his third bucket of the night.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Calathes. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. Calathes has got 6. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Into the lane. Three-pointer. No good. To the middle. And James gets it to go. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's De Silva. Drops in the three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now, here is James. Defense right on him. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. James has gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Calathes. Here's the pick. Pulls up on the wing. Pass to Korkmaz. James deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 10.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Ooh, got that one up quick.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Calathes has gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Korkmaz on the wing. 6 points for him. James outside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. James has got 10 points here in the second half. For 3, he buries it from 3.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Takes it inside. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
3-pointer off the mark. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Spins. Here's Calathes. No good with the triple. Calathes has gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. They set the screen. No good on the triple. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 10. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Here's Diallo. No good from the wing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Counted from distance.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Shot on the wing. Doesn't go for him.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Launches a three. He drops it from range.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside, Brown. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. The fadeaway drills it from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And the jam by Brown.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
No good on the quick three. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's a Kobo. The long distance three is buried.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Great look, but off the mark. Outside Booker. And there's the lob. They get it again.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep three-point land. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Diallo on the wing. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Five to shoot. Pass to Booker. They swipe it. Here's a Kobo. And the three-pointer goes.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brown with a screen. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. I wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
To end the drought. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Three-pointer, no good. It's intercepted. All alone. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Over to the wing. Oh, it's stolen away. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Satoransky, hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Giffey trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Pass to Parker. Sarr with it. From outside, off the mark. There's the three, and he's good on the three ball.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
It's Parker outside. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to De Silva. There's a screen. Giffey. Satoransky covering. Sinks the triple.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Latrey scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's De Silva. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here they come. From deep three-point land. They get it back. In the corner, it's Sarr. Pass to Parker. This one for 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Vesely kicks to Satoransky. And it's off from three-point range. A three ball. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And hard to pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if he's got a clear path to the basket.
1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Good on the three-point shot. Giffey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 1:37 left in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Here's Vesely. Out to Parker. Shoots the 3. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. De Silva. No good. Pass to Vesely. To the wing right side. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Satoransky's got 9 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
There's 45 seconds left in the first. The 3. Here's De Silva. Off target with his 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Screened by Parker. Takes a 3. No good on that one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 9 points in the game so far. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. With 4 seconds on the clock, no good that time.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Up. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Number 13.
And it's a tie ball game. Here's Laprovitola. And here's Anderson for three. They get it back. Pass to Medu. Here's Laprovitola. Shot clock at 6. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
They now take the lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Fires the three. Here's Fall. And he dunks it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Number 8. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming out of the floor for your home team. Number 21. Alex.
They set the pick. Fades. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's Abrinas. Pass to Laprovitola. For the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Number 13.
9 points in the game so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Laprovitola. Nothing on the board. Traps in the tray.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Puts up a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left now here in the second. Connects from three-point range.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Takes the three. And no good. Here's Medu. Pass to Abrinas. .130 left in the first half of the game. Can't hit from the corner.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Drills it from outside. 1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rovitola's got 6 here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
3 on 3. Here's Aprinas. And a miss there on the triple. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Launches it. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Pass to Laprovitola. Here's Fall. Left side Anderson. No good on the 3.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Puts up a deep 3. Aprinas with a rebound. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. Here's Medu. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Medu's got his first basket. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. They're up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Saar out there with Parker, and it's Vesely in at the center, locking down the middle. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 12.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Takes a 3. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lets it go from deep. That's tipped.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to De Silva. And he jams it with authority.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Lucic. Kept alive. Satoransky covering. 4 on the clock. Giffey sinks the 3-pointer.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Double team on Parker. Pass to Vesely. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
Satoransky covering. Lucic. Good on the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though, but plenty of time to get back in it. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Drops in the tray. He's got 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And you can see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided. This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Fades back. Good on the 3-point shot. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes.
Satoransky covering. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Parker. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Parker. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's the screen. Here's De Silva. Off target from three-point range. De Silva's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Out left to the wing. Pass to Saar. Parker left side. Now Saar. .55 seconds left to play here in the third. Satoransky covering. Giffey. And the three ball is good. 12 points for him.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Lucic. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Satoransky covering. Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Metu. He's out there with Anderson. And it's Labro Vidala in at the one.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And so here's the home team. They trail by 16. Fall passes to Metu. Trains the three-pointer.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
They've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
There's the pick. Here's Abrinas. Knocks down the three ball.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Taken away. Pass to Lapro Vidala. Nice move. It's blocked. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Checking in for your home team, Cody Satoransky.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played, and he trims the lead to single digits.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Booker a screen on Satoransky. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Shoots the three. Satoransky covering. 5 to shoot. Inside. It's intercepted. 3 on 3. Pass to Fall. To the left wing. For 3. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A three-pointer is right on target.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Too open that time, made it look too easy.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Abrinas has gone 3 of 6 from the floor. There's a good screen. Buries the long-range jumper. 21 points in the game. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Pass to Medu. Fires for 3. That shot off.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. The 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Fires from way outside. Doesn't go that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty thing.
Number 5,
Satoransky looking around. That 3 off the mark. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Lobbed up there for Booker. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Satoransky, the pass to Fall. No good with the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Clock at 6. Fires from way outside. That one misses. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Satoransky. And so the road team gets the W in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think...
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Here's Kalathis. Korkmaz on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Fires in the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Parker. And good. Coming on the assist by Satoransky.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Kalathis. There's a screen. This one for three. And he can't get that one. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Metu from outside the arc. Korkmaz pulls it in. Here's Kalathis. And here's James, covered by Satoransky. James deciding where to go with it. The three. That shot off. Satoransky outside. There's the triple. James with the rebound. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Kalathis. Shakes him. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
There's a screen by Metu. Here's Parker. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Now, here is James. He's closely guarded.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Now, here is James. Here's Kalathis. And Metu pulls it down. Kalathis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Parker outside. Satoransky knocks down the long J.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
James outside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Down low. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Out to the right wing. Here's Satoransky. Gets the three to fall. Satoransky's got 6.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The three. The shot comes out. Picked it out of midair. The three ball. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Metu. There's a screen by Metu. Drains the triple. 6 points for him. 15 seconds left in the first. Now here is James. Covered by Satoransky. James passes to Korkmaz. Shoots over Parker. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Leading by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Kept alive. Pass to Hernan Gomez. The ball's knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Diallo gets the bucket.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost a 60% clip. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. They set a pick. Off target from outside.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Outside, Anderson. Nails it from 3. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Akobo. Left side, Brown. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. Hits the 3-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Diallo against Anderson from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Fall.
Kevin, you can understand the shot select. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
Knocks it down from distance. 6 points for him.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Pass to Akobo. Brown with a screen. Akobo, no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Anderson against Diallo. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. Diallo's gone just 1 for 4 so far. There's a minute 54 left in the first half. Pass to Akobo. To end the run. Good. He hits the jumper.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Outside, Anderson. Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run. These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Brown passes to Diallo. Here's Akobo. On the take, and he dumps it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Diallo. Got it. 2 for 5 now. 40 seconds left to play in the half. They set the pick, puts it up. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. He's got 5.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Anderson against Diallo. Up in time. And we finished off one half of play. Up 9. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fifth.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about
All right, fellas. Thanks for joining us. Time to head.
And if you just join it in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Kalathis. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Anderson for 3. Doesn't go that time. Here's Korkmaz. Anderson covers. There's a screen. Offline with a 3. Gomez sets a screen. Such a wide open look.
I'm not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 1.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. The 3, James sends it home from three-point land. James has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Satoransky. Let's go with a 3. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. He's got 9.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Fades. And it's James with the 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That shot's good by Parker.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hernan Gomez. No good from outside. Here we go. Pulls up. A quick shot there. It's off target. And there's a pick. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Vesely. Here's Satoransky. Counted from distance. Satoransky's got 9.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Three-pointer. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second team foul.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Metu, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. 1:33 left in the third. Now James. He's got 6. Here's Calathes. 6 to shoot. Oh, a special move before that shot. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter here. Pass to Metu. Over to the left wing. Jacks up a 3. That shot off the mark. Here's Calathes. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Calathes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Drills it from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Satoransky with the steal. Here's Vesely. James with a steal. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's the 3. Shot's good by James. James has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 16. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Brown with a screen. Here's a Kobo, and that one's on target from the wing. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Puts up a deep 3. Hauled in by Brown.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Nails nails it from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Diallo. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 7 tonight. From deep three-point range. Offensive board. And there's a 3-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Akobo. Launches a 3. Anderson pulls it down. It's a one-on-one situation. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
Brown with a screen, and Diallo, here we go. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Over the past few seasons, we've seen a big youth movement in the NBA, Clark, with average age dropping to an all-time low.
Yeah, those are the facts, and it's great that there's so much talent. I don't dismiss or discount that at all, but you still have to have a level of value and appreciation for what experienced veterans can bring to your makeup and to your team. That experience is invaluable, and very few teams win at a high level without having a blend of young talent and talented experience, too.
Shot clock at 5. Drops in the 3. 21 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Akobo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Misses the jumper from the wing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Diallo against Anderson. Diallo passes to Brown. Here's Akobo. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly. Player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Lets it go from the wing. No good that time. Diallo on the wing. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires in the triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Fires away from way outside. No good there. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Blossingame. James is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Papagiannis in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's James. Clock is at 3. Here's Korkmaz. Good. Great play by Kalathis to set it up. Giffey. Cans it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's James. Fades and shoots. A second chance effort. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Jacks up a 3. Down low. Out to the right wing. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Blossingame. Lets the 3 fly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside, James. There's the 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The 3 hits it from three-point range.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Giffey trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Korkmaz. Outside, James.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
Pass to Kalathis. 6 to shoot. Here's Papagiannis. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Giffey. Here's De Silva. Still without a basket. Fires from deep. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's James. 6 points for him. Sinks the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's James. Here's Calathis. Uncovered. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 55 seconds left to play in the first. And the three off target. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Wasengame. There's the screen. Back to Korkmaz. It's good from long range. Korkmaz has got 8.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Lucic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And a wide open look for James. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Leading by a point. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
You've got Diallo. He's out there with Brown. And it's a Kobo in at the 2.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Matajunas. Here's a Kobo. The shot. Booker pulls it in.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Hits the three-point bomb.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's a Kobo. Still yet to score.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him.
Okobo, 2 shots.
Good on both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
From downtown, nailed from three-point land.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
They set the pick for the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 6.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The screen from Brown. And it's a Kobo missing. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Got that one up quick.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
A three-pointer, no good. And here's Diallo. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To end the run, a slam dunk by Diallo.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Akobo, that's good. Akobo's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
From the arc, it's hauled in by Diallo.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown deciding where to go with it. To the middle. There's the steal. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
1:12 left to play in the first half. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Ripped away. Now here's Monty Eunice. Not a lot of room. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Hits the three-point bomb.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 6 points for him.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Akobo. Drained for 2 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
I got yours.
Lets it go with a 3. And the 3-ball is good. And so we wrap up the first half. Up 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the home team.
You'll see teams attempt.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's up.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Lucic buries it from three-point range.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Passing game out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 spot. James looking it over. Coathers passes to Korkmaz. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. The shot misses. Giffey. His three-pointers off the mark. Korkmaz is out there with Blossingame. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5, roaming the paint. They set the pick.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the home team has possession. No good on the triple. They've got James. Passing game out there with Korkmaz. And it's Coathers in at the 2-guard.
Side out.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Korkmaz kicks to Coathers. Shot clock at 6. Can't nail the jumper. And here's the break. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Giffey. The tray. Sinks the triple. 15 points in the game.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
You've got Blossingame. Korkmaz is out there with James. And it's Papagiannis in at the center. Pass to Kalathis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Right wing. James defending. Offensive rebound. Here's the 3. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
They've got Korkmaz. James is out there with Blossingame. And it's Papagiannis in at the center position.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Giffey sinks the three-pointer. 1 points in the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
From deep, James connects from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
It's good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Giffey. Pass to De Silva. To the right side. Giffey buries the long-range jumper.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Rebounded by Papagiannis. Here's Blossingame. He's got 5. Lets it fly. Papagiannis kicks to James. Pass to Blossingame. Just 5 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
.41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court, you've got to do it as a unit.
Kalathis passes to Papagiannis. From past the arc, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Brown out there with Diallo. And it's Moniunas in at the pivot, manning the middle. A fadeaway. And he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now Diallo from outside the arc bangs home the trifecta.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Fires the three. Yunus grabs the miss. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Pushing it up. And here's Booker from the arc. Three-pointer. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Brown outside. Diallo sets a screen for Brown. Knocks down the three ball.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Diallo with it, driving the lane. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's the fast break. Trains the three-pointer.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's a Kobo. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Lobbed up there for Booker. Launches it. It's hauled in by Diallo.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Deflects the pass. Yunus with the steal. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
To the inside. Yunus with the steal. Pass to Brown. In the corner, it's Diallo. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Knocked away. And it's going to go the other way.
To the away team.
36 seconds left in the game. After Okobo, a three ball. That one, no good. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
From deep three-point territory. That shot, no good. so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused.
folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
There's a screen by Metu. Pass to Satoransky. 4-3. He drops it from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
De Silva. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off the inbound pass. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
A deep three. Here's Vesely. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Covered by Satoransky.
Away team foul. Jamezi Metu. First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the screen from deep. And Metu pulls it down. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Up top, Satoransky. Fader on the way. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. On target from range. He has 6.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Here's Vesely. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Misses the corner 3. And here comes the break. From behind the arc. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. The 3. Covered by Satoransky. No good on the 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Parker. From deep. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. He's got a clear path. 3-pointer. Pure from 3-point range.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
There's a screen. Launches it. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
A minute 39 left in the first.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
And the 3-pointer goes.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Covered by Satoransky. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game. So it's the home team now. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Covered by Satoransky. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. He's got 6. And we've got 28 seconds left now in the first quarter. The three. Clock at 6. That three's off the mark. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Lets the three fly. Connects from downtown.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The three is up. Buries it from 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Ball passes to Anderson. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks. Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. The three ball. That one no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
From the arc. Offensive rebound. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
It's Booker on the wing. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
To halt the run. Nails it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's tipped. Stolen by Booker. Here we go, one-on-one. From downtown. That shot missing. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. The visitors with the ball. 8-point game. Outside, Anderson. And they call an illegal screen here. On Tuesday, and then on Thursday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
He buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fires from the wing. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's the three. That shot, no good. In transition. To the left wing. The three ball. And Booker pulls it down. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. He has 6.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled. And great job to establish position and square up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the half. The three is up. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Oh, swiped away. Lets the three fly, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
No coverage that time.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Team 30.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, you know they notice.
And let's turn our attention. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And the three off target. In transition, here they come. Here's Parker. He drops it from range. Parker's got 6 points.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's the 3. They get it back. Covered by Saturansky. 3-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Away team foul. First personal foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Counted from distance.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
The open shot by Parker, and he drains the quick shot.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
They set a pick. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Let's go with a 3. Buries it from 3.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Pass to Metu. Beyond the arc. The shot won't fall. Parker defending from the arc. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 4 rebounds now.
Home team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:56 left in the third quarter. And a miss there on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 15.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Satoransky's shot is off. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. From downtown, sinks it from distance. Satoransky's got 6.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
They grab their own miss. There's the steal. Fires for 3. Unable to get that one. And the three-pointer goes.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Metu. Now here's Satoransky. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. Satoransky's got 6 points in the quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And there's the screen. Takes a 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
Fires in the triple.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And he gets it to go.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Fall. It's picked off. They push it up 4 on 3. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. 21 points in the game.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Another shot. That won't go. Making him 6 for 12 from the floor now. Launches a three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pure from three-point range.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
Takes the three. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
A deep three. Kicks it out to Anderson. Jacks up a three. The three. He can't get it to go. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
On target from range.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining.
From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Anderson. To the left side wing. And here's the fast break. Fires from way outside. That one doesn't go. Shooting 8 for 15 now. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Hernan Gomez has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Ball stolen. And they're on the run. For 3. 1:05 left to play in the 4th quarter. Nails it from 3. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Anderson. Puts up a deep 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the home team now. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Satoransky with the steal. Hernan Gomez up top. Who poked away. All by himself.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were